Yeah, there's a chance that we get to the end of this and I've done this all completely wrong, but I think I understand. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sipcast. It's Wednesday. And Wednesday is when we like to tell stories, like to riff a little bit. And boy, Jack, do I have a story for you today. If you guys watched our episode, it was a bonus episode a few weeks ago about some of our cringy pictures from our childhood. In that, you might have seen a picture of me with a bunch of girls from the 5th grade. And let me tell you guys, 5th grade was my first year at a new school. I started going to CCS. And I had one of the most memorable first day experiences of my life, I'd say.
All right, now I'm intrigued. I am all ears.
All right. So I get to school. My mom just started teaching there, so I switched schools with her. I didn't know anybody. But I get put in a 5th grade class. I'm having a fun day. Shout out to some friends from that class, Marshall, Cornell, Brett Bowman. I really doubt you guys listen, but if you did for some reason, you'd hear about this today. You guys probably remember this. But everything's going great so far. At my old school, we actually didn't have a recess like when we were in 5th grade. And so all of a sudden, CCS, my new school, has 2 recesses a day. I was like, shoot, man. Like, they were shorter recesses, but it's 2 of them, so that's nice.
More time to be surrounded by girls reading a book.
Exactly. But I go outside for the first day, and it's pretty hot out there. I'm trying to even think what I was wearing. I can't remember what I was wearing, honestly. You'll see why.
I don't blame you.
You'll see why I'm wondering that later, though. Pretty much, I have a fun recess, run around. I played a little football back in my elementary school days, which might surprise you, Jack. But just throwing around the pigskin. I don't really even remember what we did at that recess other than just like play tag, probably that kind of stuff. But it was pretty hot out. I get back inside, and it's the first day, so we're like, okay, we're gonna start discussing our summer reading book. But first, for some reason, I guess the teacher wanted to do some sort of, I don't know if it was like a group get to know you type activity or what it was. But basically, the desks were all laid out like throughout the classroom, and then we circled up around the desks, and we were standing. I guess I locked my knees.
I can already see where this is going. Anybody that says I locked my knees, it's instantly a pass out story.
That's what you'd think, but you'll see where this is about to go. It's pretty similar, but not exactly. That's a little bit of diversion. But 5th grade is the year where everybody gets those huge binders. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are like made of cloth. That's like, why do we have these? And you like unzip them, and it's just like a regular binder inside.
I believe those are called trapper keepers.
Okay, yeah. So it's a trapper keeper type year.
Of course.
And let me be honest with you, Jack. I'm standing very close to one of the desks, and there is a hot pink trapper keeper lying up against the side of the desk. That comes into play later. But
Samuel says, me want tea.
It belonged to Ashley Adkins. Shout out to Ashley Adkins. I never talked to you after this day. But I locked my knees, and all of a sudden it hits me. Like, bro, I did not even have time to react. I just projectile vomited. Like
no way.
All over the desk and all over that hot pink trapper keeper. So that was definitely trash.
I did not see. Okay, so I've only seen projectile vomiting in movies. I've never seen it in real life. How explosive was this?
I mean, I think there was definitely some on my shirt, so that's why I was wondering what I was wearing. But it I mean, it just came out, and like it wasn't even like, oh shoot, I'm gonna throw up. I need to run to the bathroom. Like I just like threw up.
I think that's like an elementary school thing where it's like it gets to a point where it's like you're like oh, you can tell you're about to throw up, you can taste the metal or whatever. But like before then you're just like I'm just going about my day, and then you just throw up everywhere. We've all been there. We've all been there.
But man, that's just so rough. I'm the new kid. Everybody else already knows each other.
Is this your first day of school?
This is my first day at a new school. First day of 5th grade. And everybody is lined up in a circle. It's like they're all watching me. Just like a hurl. And then, so I guess I ruined her Trapper Keeper. I never asked her about it. I feel really bad. I really should have like bought her a new one or something.
You need to apologize now.
I know, yeah. I'll need to find her. Ashley Atkins, if you ever see this podcast, hit me up and I'll buy you a new hot pink Trapper Keeper.
I mean, yeah, I think the shout out is enough, honestly, because we get so many views and we have so much money coming in.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
I feel like we don't complain enough about that. I feel like YouTubers, like even if they're like millionaires and YouTubers or podcasters, and they're always just complaining, and they're like,
guys, come on, please hit that bell.
Like we've had 5 million subscribers for like a month now, and we're tired of it. Our new mansion, like there's a light bulb out. We're relatable. Life is tough.
Yeah, that's true. We don't talk about that a lot, but guys, we're behind subscribers by a week. Just
we are losing
with that 53.
We are losing money on this podcast, not making it.
So, please, actually, we are. So if you guys want to keep this going, if you want to keep this going, hit that subscribe button. Listen to us on different various forms.
Wait, Samuel, I have a quick story that kind of goes with yours. You were kind of talking. I have two kind of quick stories.
Okay.
You were kind of talking about you threw up on your shirt a little bit. You were trying to figure out what shirt you were wearing.
Yeah.
So in 9th grade, I was wearing a red Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirt because we didn't have uniforms in 9th grade, right?
Yeah.
I was wearing a red Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirt, and I spilled a little bit of applesauce on it, and I had to wear my PE shirt for the rest of the day, and I still remember this because I was upset, and then somebody was like, "Do you not wear that shirt as a joke?" Because apparently it was way out of style. Because like in middle school, like that would have been A-okay. I guess more specifically 7th grade. So it's like you get a hand-me-down from a neighbor that's Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah.
Like your first response is like, "I'm rocking this."
Yeah.
But I did not know that it was out of style, and I was so embarrassed whenever I spilled applesauce on it, and somebody was like, "Thank goodness."
Dang, that is savage. That's really funny though, because applesauce does have that kind of vomit consistency. It's
yeah, for sure.
You can't rock that anymore. You gotta switch to the PE shirt.
All right, in my next story, I also have a first day at CCS story, but I want to save that for a later day. You just remind me of it. My other story has to do with staining clothes as well. So when I was in the 7th grade, I had a big crush on this girl who had a crush on somebody else, because that's how everybody is in 7th grade, right? In 7th grade, you always have a crush on somebody that has a crush on somebody else, and then the circle goes around, and if you didn't, you're probably getting married to whoever you're dating in 7th grade. I'm just joking. That's very unlikely. Anyways, there's like this giant festival, and it's like if you raise like X amount of money, you get to be a part of this festival. I think it's like if you raise $10 or something like that. Something like the bar was very low, or maybe no. It was like if you got all A's and B's, you could be a part of this. And
it's like a Dean's List festival.
Yeah, and it's all day. It's all day, and they have like inflatable blow ups. It's like a giant party, and like everybody's like loving it or whatever.
And shame people into getting better grades.
Exactly, and like everybody that got a C is just like staring from the inside of the school. They just have to watch. They come over and say hi, but they can't be in our bouncy castle.
Get out of the bouncy. Oh, I have a great bouncy castle story. We'll save that for another day too.
Anyways, and I get there. I'm wearing my khaki shorts, And what do? I go to sit down on the bench because I need to take a load off my feet.
Oh no!
And I sit in a ton of nacho cheese. Right on the crease.
I thought you were gonna say like bird poop or dog poop or something.
Nacho cheese. Nacho cheese. Right on the crease, and you best believe that I was sitting down for the whole rest of the day. That was probably the most miserable day I've ever had in my life. Because I was like trying.
Oh, that's so rough.
Like in a seventh grade
way.
You're
so self-conscious. Yeah.
In a seventh grade way, I'm trying to win over this girl, who I know for a fact has no idea I exist now. I don't know if she exists now, if I'm being completely honest. I'm trying to win over this girl. She's trying to win over this guy. I can't compete. I can't fight.
Because you can't stand up.
I'm sitting down on a bench just watching like middle schoolers run around. I'm not crying. I should have been crying. But I was pissed. I was so upset. It ruined my day.
Oh, that is a phenomenal story, Jack. Man, that just like...
Yeah,
the nacho cheese is just such a game changer for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's like the smell.
The smell, bro.
I can't, man. Don't take me back to it. I can see looking back. I can see myself sitting on the bench and watching people pitch on the baseball field with this radar gun, seeing how fast I could throw a baseball. Because that's what my day consisted of. I wanted to be in the freaking bouncy castle. The obstacle course thing, flying through, but no.
Okay, hang on. Talk to me for a second. It was just nacho cheese, or were there like chips too?
Okay. So obviously somebody was an idiot here, because it was just nacho cheese. Like, I think if I saw like a tray of chips and nachos, I wouldn't be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Comfy and sit down on it. So somebody was a dum-dum and just got nacho cheese on a bench, which is a really terrible move, and it really came back to bite me in the butt. And it was right on the crease too, man. Like,
yeah, that is rough. It's like you don't want to leave it to people's imaginations. You got to sit down the rest of the day.
Yeah, you don't want people to think that you had a little squirt. So you just have to bite the bullet and sit, man.
Dang.
Maybe you get up every once in a while, hold a piece of paper over your butt, and walk to the bathroom and check out how much is dried.
Yeah, or like tie a jacket around your waist or something.
Bro, it was the middle of it was hot spring.
Hot spring and nacho cheese. That could be an album.
It's okay in the right circumstance. Maybe at a baseball park, it's a move. On your hands in the crease, it is a no-go from anybody who has feelings of any kind. And yeah, like you said, I was a 7th grader. I was very self-conscious about what people thought about me, and I was trying to win a girl over who didn't want anything to do with me and my nacho cheese.
It's the perfect storm.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get out of this one.
Okay.
We know you guys want to listen to the political podcast anyways, because that's the one that gets all the views. Tomorrow, Alex Jones will not be on the podcast, but we will be looking at his quotes and deciding whether he said it or a different conspiracy person / maybe me said it. Anyways, we will see you then. Friday Movie Minutes, more of a debate. Thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Like Samuel said, we need that subscriber goal, 1 a week. Getting 100 ain't easy. Who knows? Maybe one day we could have 150. That might be wishful thinking.
If we play our cards right.
If we play our cards right, maybe we could have 150,000. Nah. Nah. Maybe we could have 1,000 though. That's our goal. That's way out there.
That's our dream. Yeah.
We're not enough business people to do that. Like, I don't know how YouTube works enough. I don't know how Spotify works enough. Anyways, you don't want to hear about us complain. Maybe you do, because that's what people usually click on when they're on YouTube. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.